name is Nizin Lopez. I'm 37 years old. I am Cuban American, and today I'm here to talk about the phenomenon known as gang stalking, organized harassment, and neighborhood watch. Basically, this is a psychological terrorism, a way to break you emotionally, psychologically. Who is behind this? Well, at least from my personal experience here in America, in the United States, we're talking about intelligence agencies, certain elements within law enforcement, and they have many affiliates and people that cooperate. Many different types of people involved in this phenomenon, and basically they want to. When you become a target for this kind of, this kind of phenomenon. Like I said, they want to break you emotionally and psychologically. They want to fabricate false evidence in order to throw you in jail. They want to make you look like a pathological monster in the eyes of society. They definitely will do their best to throw you in a psychiatric institution in order to demolish your testimony, so that your word won't be reliable. So basically, gang stalking and organized harassment, however you call it, is a way of killing a person, pretty much. They might not kill your body physically, but they kill you emotionally and psychologically. It's terrorism. It is funny because when people think of the word terrorist, what they see in their mind is an Arab blowing himself up in a plane or in a bus or something like that. But there are many forms of terrorism, pretty much. And I have undergone this kind of stuff. I have been harassed by intelligence agencies that operate freely here in the United States of America ever since early 2011 until now, August of 2013. In December 26th of the year 2012, after being bombarded with psychological torture, like basically absolute devastation of my being on behalf of these intelligence agencies and the corrupt elements within law enforcement here in Miami, Florida, and all the people that cooperated with them, they wasted me. They destroyed me psychologically and emotionally until I ended up in a psychiatric institution on December 26th of 2012. I was there for like about 2 weeks, and then of course, once you end up in a psychiatric institution, that's it, your testimony is demolished. This is done on purpose, so that when you do what I'm doing right now, like revealing myself to society, like basically relating my experience to you, the viewer, so that my testimony won't be valid. So it's a really horrible experience. I guess it depends on who you are, what strength do you have, if you have serious spiritual beliefs, what kind of foundation you stand on, etc. In my personal case, this happened to me. I have a very long and complicated story, but this happened to me because I had a verbal confrontation. I wouldn't call it a confrontation, but I had a verbal disagreement with a rabbi, an Orthodox rabbi, in Miami, Florida. His name is Shmuel Gopin. He's a rabbi from Chabad Lubavitch of Midtown in Miami, Florida. Rabbi Shmuel Gopin of Chabad Lubavitch of Midtown in Miami, Florida. He's married to a lady from Argentina named Hannah, and he's a representative of Chabad in Miami, Florida. If you want to know what the kind of stuff that Chabad is involved with, please go to the website chabadmafia.com. C-H-A-B like a boy, A-D, mafia.com. Basically, this rabbi didn't like a few things that I said to him, and he has many friends in high places. For example, one of his congregants, one of the guys that goes to his synagogue is called Bernie Modell. They call him the Kohen, Bernie Modell. Bernie is pretty much the personal bodyguard of Rabbi Gopin. He always carries a gun with him. I believe, if I am not mistaken, that he's an ex-law enforcement, and he has friends in law enforcement here in Miami, Florida. Excuse me. And he has friends in the FBI as well. Rabbi Shmuel Gopin is also friends with another Orthodox rabbi here in Florida as well. This rabbi is called Rabbi Pinchas Weberman. I repeat, Pinchas Weberman. He's the rabbi of an Orthodox synagogue in North Miami Beach called Oheb Shalom. I repeat, Oheb Shalom in North Miami Beach. Rabbi Pinchas Weberman is the chaplain of the Miami-Dade Police, and he's the chaplain of the Miami Beach Police as well. This means that he's friends with all the cops in the world, pretty much. I mean, he has everything in the palm of his hands. All he has to do is make a phone call. He's friends with many psychiatrists, doctors. I mean, he has friends in many high places. I also did a presentation in Miami-Dade College in the Hialeah campus. I made a politically incorrect presentation in late 2009. I did this presentation, it was about September 11th, by the way. I did this presentation in the class with a professor named Sherry Sinkoff. Sherry Sinkoff is a Jewish woman from Brooklyn, New York. And she didn't like my presentation. First of all, I don't even think that my presentation was anything out of this world, because all you have to do is go to YouTube and you see a bunch of videos about 9/11 conspiracies and so on. So I didn't even think that I did something like bad or anything. I just stated my point, and so I mean, basically after I did that presentation, she's like, "Oh, do you like this country?" Like she was implying that I am that I would be some kind of anti-American or something like that, which is an absolute fallacy. And to the contrary. So she didn't like my presentation. And then after that, in the early 2010, I was kicked out of Miami-Dade College under false accusations. Basically, somebody made some comment that I had some kind of weapon or something, which is a lie. They took me to a security booth. They called the cops on me, and then they interrogated me. Then the academic dean advisor of Miami-Dade College Hialeah campus, she said that I had violated a code of conduct and so on. Later on, a few months later, I was summoned to the office of the academic dean of Miami-Dade College Hialeah campus. Her name is Ana Maria Bradley Hess. I repeat, Ana Maria Bradley Hess. She interrogated me, and basically I knew I was being videotaped and recorded. So I mean, that was obvious. I guess that she was hoping that I would say something that could be used against me in court, but I had nothing to hide, so what the hell. So yeah, I spoke to her that day, and the funny thing is that Ana Maria Bradley Hess, PhD, that she told me, okay, I'll tell you what. Keep in mind that this is in 2010, okay? She gave me a card of a psychiatrist that has an office in Southwest Miami, 27th Avenue, not far from Coral Way. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you this card of this guy. If you go see him, maybe I will accept you back in the college. So I said, oh, okay. I said to myself, wait a minute. How come you're not giving me a document stating that Miami-Dade College is sending Nizin Lopez to psychiatrist such and such? So basically, she was just sending me there. And then, in early 2011, I started being gang stalked, harassed everywhere I went. My life has been completely demolished. You cannot understand this kind of phenomenon unless you have experienced this kind of thing. If you have not experienced gang stalking and organized harassment, I don't believe that there's a possible way that you can understand what this is like and the kind of emotional and psychological hurt that it inflicts on the target. So basically she's like, okay, yeah, go to a psychiatrist and then maybe I'll accept you back into the college. This is in 2010. And then on December 26th of 2012, I ended up in a psychiatrist, in psychiatry in Miami, Florida. This is a coincidence? No, it was all planned. It was engineered, organized. I believe that what has happened to me is more than obvious. I dared to open my mouth and say a few things that some people didn't like, and they got together with some influential individuals here in Miami, Florida, and they said, okay, this guy, we need to destroy this guy's life, and he doesn't really have any family, he's here by himself in the United States, so and he's an artist, he's creative, so we could say that he's crazy. The only problem with this guy, meaning me, is that he doesn't do any drugs, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke cigarettes, so we're gonna have to find a way to make it look bad in the eyes of society. So they have done everything possible. Things that you cannot even possibly begin to imagine, to destroy me and to make me look bad in the eyes of society. Thank God I have some kind of, I will call it psychic intuition. Plus I've been reading all my life. I guess reading did something good for me in the end. And so yes, this has happened to me in the United States of America. Keep in mind that I am a naturalized citizen of the United States of America. I am not a resident, I am a citizen of the United States. It's funny because the day that the police went to see me in the security booth of Miami-Dade College in Hialeah campus, that was the first thing they asked me. Oh, are you a citizen of the United States? I guess they were trying to see if they could deport me or something, maybe. So yeah, this is the phenomenon known as organized harassment, gang stalking, neighborhood watch. I will continue to explain everything in detail.